welcome back to my channel. My name is Katie, and for today's video, we are going to be creating a morning routine. I have touched on this in the last couple of my videos, just talking about how my morning routine is all out of whack. It's pure chaos. I basically just sit there and drink coffee for an hour and then rush out the door in 10 minutes. I was working night shift for a while, and I recently started working a day shift job. So I feel like now that I have a consistent schedule, I'm working during the day, I just feel like I need to get my morning routine sorted out. I'm not a morning person, and my husband would laugh because that's an understatement. I am not a morning person at all. I typically don't like to do anything else until I've had at least like 1 or 2 cups of coffee. For me to be able to stick to a morning routine, it's gonna have to be something really simple, really realistic, really straightforward. I do a lot of digital planning on my iPad in GoodNotes, and that's definitely something I want to include into my routine, kind of get in the habit of doing that every day. I am usually good about doing the weekly ones, but typically don't really do the daily ones. So I would love to start doing that every day and include that in my morning routine. So I think what we should do today is kind of plan out what I'm going to include in my morning routine, and my digital planner actually has a spot specifically for routines, so I think that's the perfect place to kind of plan out what I want to include in my morning routine. And then tomorrow I have to go to work. It would be great practice to do it on a work morning, especially because on work mornings I'm typically a lot more crunched for time than I am on like my days off. So I'm working tomorrow, kind of try out my morning routine that we create today, try it out tomorrow, and then try it out the next day as well, because the next day I'm off work. So it'll give some good variations of the morning routine on a work day and a non-work day. I'm really excited about this. I've been wanting to do it for a while, but I've been kind of waiting for the right time once I was settled enough at my job that I know what time I have to be there and all that kind of stuff to be able to make my morning routine. So I am really excited to finally be doing it. I feel like anytime I do anything productive, I have to have a matcha, which is so ridiculous, but I also usually film these videos in the afternoon, and I usually need like a little bit of a pick-me-up. So let's make a matcha, and then we'll plan out my morning routine in my iPad. Okay, so I've got my matcha and my iPad, so let's make a morning routine. Okay, so I've got my little morning routine planned out on my iPad. And the funny thing is, it's really not that different from what I do now. I think the biggest thing for me is timing, especially on my work days. Like I said, I just sit around and drink coffee and watch YouTube all morning, like the whole time that I'm up, and then I rush out the door in the last like 2 minutes. So I think the biggest thing for me is prepping everything the night before, which I usually do. I usually take leftovers with me for my lunch. So I make dinner the night before, and then I have leftovers for lunch just because it's easy, it's healthy, it's cheap. So I do usually have my lunch kind of ready, but it's not fully packed until right before I leave, because I'll have to grab it out of the fridge and throw a couple other snacks in there. But basically I wake up around 6. The thing that I'm adding to the morning routine that I absolutely do not do right now, and that is really important to me that I want to start doing, is washing my face in the morning. I'm really good at washing it at night because I usually take a bath before I go to bed, wash my face then. I am horrible at washing my face in the morning. I just don't do it. I just kind of roll out of bed and can't function until I've had coffee. So I want to be better about this, and I think it would help to put it as like one of the very first things I do when I get up, because I think it would help, it would help wake me up, and also if I did it later, I think I would not do it as much. So by having it be the first thing I do when I get out of bed, I think is going to be helpful for me sticking to it. So 6:05, wash my face. And then usually I start my coffee and then I walk my dog while my coffee is brewing. I don't walk my dog every morning because sometimes my husband will do it. Kind of depends on who has to go to work earlier. Usually whoever goes to work later has to walk the dog in the morning, and the other person walks the dog when we get home. So not every work morning I have to walk her, but on my days off I always walk her because if my husband has to work and I'm off work, I will walk the dog. Then I do like to sit for a little while and drink my coffee and watch YouTube. I think it is a great way to start my day. I love YouTube. I prefer watching a little YouTube video in the morning versus like watching a TV show. So then I eat breakfast. Usually I am very much a quick breakfast person, whether it's a croissant that I put in the oven that I've proofed the night before, or honestly it's usually a bagel with cream cheese because it's fast. Sometimes if I'm really in a rush, I will make the bagel and then eat it on my way to work, and then pack my lunch and my work bag and go to work. So I'll be leaving for work around 7 o'clock-ish. Typically my morning routine is very similar on my day off, but just much more drawn out. So I will take you along with me for the next couple of days, and with that being said, I will see you in the morning. I forgot to put in my morning routine that I keep saying I want to do is using my iPad every morning to update my digital planner, kind of staying on top of that. I totally forgot to put it in my morning routine when we did that yesterday, so I'm gonna add that now. And normally I walk my dog like while my coffee's brewing just to kind of get it out of the way, but she is still asleep, so I'm gonna let her sleep. We are now in multitasking mode. My bagel is toasting while I do my makeup. Don't really wear that much makeup. I'm gonna put on a little sunscreen. I am loving this Unseen sunscreen. It's worth the hype. I hate to say it, but it is. It goes on so sheer. It's crazy. I just washed my hair, but I like to do dry shampoo a little preventively so that hopefully it doesn't get greasy quite as fast. I also feel like it gives me a little bit more volume. And then I think for now I'm gonna leave it down, but I usually bring a clip with me in case I need to put it up throughout the day. But yeah, let's go get my bagel, and I need to be out the door in like 5 minutes. Okay. I put my extra coffee that I didn't drink in this little thermos. I like it because it fits in the cup holder. Got my lunch, my bagel, my work bag, and I am off. It was definitely still a little chaotic at the end there, but maybe I just need to get up like 10 minutes earlier or something. But yeah, I'll touch base with you when I get home, kind of do some reflecting on my morning routine and see how we can make some little adjustments for the next time. Hi. Oh my gosh. Oh. Okay, so I am home from work and just kind of reflecting on my morning this morning. I was kind of falling into my old habits of like sitting there for a while and then rushing around. But I will say a lot of days my husband leaves later than I do. So this morning was a little bit weird where I had to also walk my dog. I think ultimately I need to accept that on the days where I have to wake up and walk my dog, I should just get up a little bit earlier. It was really, really nice to wake up and wash my face. Like, I really don't normally do that, and I really want to start doing that, and that felt really, really good. But yeah, overall, I think the morning routine is good. I think it was good to add the digital planning. I think it's good. I think it's just gonna take some time and practice. So tomorrow is an off day for me, so it's definitely gonna be a lot easier of a morning routine. I'll have plenty of time to kind of relax and drink my coffee. So yeah, I will check back in tomorrow. I think the morning routine is good. I think it just is gonna take some practice for sure. Snowing. After we had the most beautiful weekend in Colorado, it is now snowing. On cold mornings, I always turn on the heating blanket. And you'll see my dog, I'm sure, will come running because she absolutely loves it. Luna has found her spot on the heating blanket. So that is it for my morning routine for today. It's kind of nice because I don't have to go to work today. So I don't have to do all those things that I have to do on days I go to work, like pack my lunch, pack my bag, and all that stuff. It was definitely an easier morning, but overall impressions of the morning routine, like, I think it's pretty solid. It's really not anything different than I normally do other than adding in washing my face, and just the time management part is probably going to take a little bit of time. I just need to keep doing it, get into the habit of getting up maybe a little bit earlier on the days when I have to walk my dog. But I think that's going to be it for the morning routine. I was going to make my bed, but I decided I think I should just wash the sheets. So I'm going to go wash my sheets, and because it's a snowy day, I think I'm going to be kind of hiding out in my house. I do have to run to Target, get my dog food, so maybe I'll make a little trip out of it and go see what they have for like spring decor, because last time I went there was nothing good. So maybe I'll go look at spring decor and get a little Starbucks, but other than that, I'm pretty much just going to be hanging out, cleaning up the apartment, just getting a couple things done before I have to go back to work tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Hopefully this helps motivate you to get a little morning routine of your own that's going to serve you well. But thank you so much for watching, and if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. It really helps me out, and I will see you in the next vlog. Bye.